Ma'am,
So all those, yes.
ma'am, I have found that MS Access 2003. I'm in my old computer. So, ma'am, can we make the project through
Yes,
that?
yes, 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 you can, no problem. Any version of Access you can work right now.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. And one more thing, the app which I told you that day, MobiDB app, that app will provide you basic functions to create your database, right? And yesterday I was going through one more thing. You people could create your account, a free account, not this account. This is the school account, right? Create a separate account. You can use your Gmail ID also. You can create a Microsoft account, and on your phone you have the Chrome browser, right? Through the browser you can use, you can go to office.com, and there you can go for Microsoft Access. Today most probably I'll create a video on that. So all those who don't have a laptop, they could easily access Microsoft Access 365 using their mobile phone Chrome app, right? I'm just going to try this out, and I'll create a video and I'll post it. Okay. So today, now our next class is going to be based on HTML. Today, one more class I'm taking for Access, and then we are going to do revision. All the days which are left now, we will be doing revision, and today most probably you'll get your question answers for MS Access chapter also. Now students, you all know that you will be getting all MCQ based questions, right? So please start studying all the chapters. You might get questions from in between. In fact, you will get questions from in between the chapter also, and from the exercises also. So question answers, long answers, read them. Okay, just understand them. You should understand all the concepts. Okay, there is nothing as rote learning anymore now. Fine. So today I will discuss the second case study. I hope the first one was clear to everyone. Second one is inventory management system. All those who are taking up inventory management. So this project mainly deals with the maintenance of stock in a retail store where the items are purchased in bulk from the manufacturer or suppliers and sold in small quantities to the customers after adding the retailer's margin. So retail store means a shop, okay, a regular shop where all the items are purchased in bulk from either from manufacturer or from wholesalers, that is suppliers, and they are sold in small quantities. You will always find that there is a difference between selling the items or purchasing items in bulk from wholesalers, because if you go to these wholesale markets, like for example, I'll take the case of Best Price. Okay, basically it is for wholesale uh, transactions. So if you go there, you will have to purchase items in bulk. They are available as a whole unit, and per unit cost becomes very less. Okay, that is the cost price. And after adding something, that is, there is some more, after adding the retailer's margin, that is profit amount, that becomes the MRP. So then you can sell, you will, if you visit there, you can see the cost price and you can see the MRP price there. So that MRP says that it is always a little more, as more than the cost price, because that is the retailer's margin, that is the profit margin which a retailer has to earn, right? So database management system is a useful tool to keep the track of incoming and outgoing of items for the smooth functioning of organization. So inventory management means products are being purchased from the wholesalers, kept somewhere in the stock, and as and when they are being sold out, every record is made. How many items are there in the stock, how many are purchased, how many are being sold out, all that, right? So create a new database by the name inventory management system and design three tables as described below. So you can see over here, the first one is product code. So again, what you need to do is write the question in the ruled side, draw the table on the blank side. unique code allotted to product. So what will you apply over here? Primary key. Right? Product name, name of the product, unit of measurement, okay, cost, supplier ID, all these things. Coming down, second one is stock. Product ID is the primary key. So I'm just underlining this and using a hash to represent that. So this is the product ID of the product whose stock details are to be stored. Quantity, inventory cost, that is cost per unit into quantity. Okay. One sec, let me just go back. Cost per unit. Okay, this is cost per unit. Fine. Okay, next is supplier. So this also you will be doing in the blank side. And this also you will be doing on the blank side. Supplier means the person who is supplying the thing. So I'll just tell you, first one, this is all about the products. Product name, manufactured by, that is name of manufacturer, date of manufacture, unit of measurement. If it is rice, if it is flour, if it is anything like spices, then it would be what? Kgs or grams. Okay. If it is kind of like soaps, kitchen scrub, so all those things are what? They will come under pieces, right? Yes.
Doubt.
First,
When I was making the database, I mean the currency, I doesn't got the rupee sign.
Okay. See, first thing is, which operating system are you using?
I'm that version of database.
No, not. I'm not asking about database. Which Windows version are you using?
10.
Windows 10, right? So you go to, firstly, you can search something like regional settings.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, region settings you will get. Region settings. You can see here, right? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
When you go to region settings, here country or region should be set as India. Okay. Now you'll go to additional date, time and regional settings. Okay. From here, you'll go to region option. Additional settings. And here you'll go to currency. Okay. And here you type using the right side alt key, that is alt GR and 4. Okay. The right side alt key plus the numeric key 4 जिस पे डॉलर लिखा होता है, दोनों को साथ में प्रेस करोगे, you will get the rupee sign.
Okay, ma'am.
Click on OK.
Right side one or right side one?
Yes, right side alt key, which is also known as alt GR.
Okay, ma'am.
That is specifically for all the latest, that is Windows 10 operating systems and all the latest keyboards, they have this. Even if your number 4 key, it doesn't have that rupee symbol written, still you will get it. If you press alt plus 4 numeric key, you will get the Indian rupee symbol.
Okay, ma'am.
This is the latest. Yes, this is the latest update which has been added to all latest update added to Windows 10 also, and the latest updates of Windows. Now Microsoft has stopped sending updates for Windows 7. Okay, जैसे उसने XP का बंद किया था. Now Windows 7 updates are also stopped, so you will keep getting updates for Windows 10. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
See, things are like all the systems. Many of you won't be able to work with the latest softwares on your computers because your computers might be working on an old configuration, right? or they might be working with an old version of your operating system. So most latest versions of softwares won't be compatible with that. So you can consider at least upgrading your operating systems, right? Next
Yes,
is
ma'am.
date of
Ma'am,
manufacture, that is
ma'am, another doubt.
huh.
Ma'am, what things we have to explain in the video?
In the video, I have already, today I will be sending the detailed specification. Okay, don't worry. After 11 a.m., after my classes, I will send a detailed specification. So you read out that and follow that. Got it?
Okay, ma'am.
So this is date of manufacture, when it was manufactured, unit of measurement, cost per unit means if it is one soap, what is the cost of one soap? If it is 1 kg of rice, what is the cost per kg? 1 second, dear. Okay, students, would you give me just 30 seconds? Because there was some problem with my Wi-Fi. So I'll have to check into that. I'll just come back, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Don't leave the meeting. Okay, sorry students. Really very sorry. Actually, there was a personnel who had, the technician had come for solving the problems on
Yes,
my
ma'am.
Wi-Fi modem. So I hope you all can understand, because these days all our work is online, right? And I am really experiencing a lot of problems with my modem. The line is disturbed somewhere. So of course that is done now. So he's gone back. He'll be coming after 11 a.m. Okay, so we'll get back to our classes. So this is it, and supplier ID is given. That is who is supplying this. That is, it could be the ID of a wholesaler, it could be an ID of the manufacturer or anyone. Next we come to this stock. Stock means collection of items. Okay, so product ID, how much quantity is there? Means if it is like one sack of 10 kg rice, okay, so how many such sacks of 10 kg rice are there, right? Next is inventory cost, which will be cost per unit multiplied by quantity. तो ये आपको calculate करके डालना पड़ेगा. Why? Because it will be cost per unit of one item multiplied by quantity, right? So you already have this thing, that is the cost over here in currency, but you cannot use this in the calculated field. Why? Because it is there in some other table. Had that cost been in the same table, you would have easily used a calculated field over here to just specify cost per unit into quantity, but अभी तो आपको ये manually करना पड़ेगा. Next is reorder level, quantity at which the order is to be placed. Minimum stock quantity means suppose you had originally purchased 500 sacks of 10 kg rice and now you are left with only 5 more sacks. That is, this is the time when you need to order more. ऐसा होता है कि नहीं, घर पे आटा खत्म होने वाला होता है. Then your mother tells your father that I need another bag of atta, that is flour. Understood? So that is the point where you need to order more. So that is known as reorder level. Date of purchase, purchase date, when it is purchased. Next is supplier. That is the wholesaler who is going to supply this. So supplier ID, supplier name, address, phone number, email ID. Right? All this is clear, I think. Now we come to this. Set the field properties for the tables as given below. Now this, when we are discussing this IT applications chapter, many of your concepts will be clear. Why? Because now this is what application of all the learned concepts which we are studying. Okay. Now quickly tell me one by one. First is primary key size 4 should start with character P. क्या क्या प्रॉपर्टीज यहाँ लगाओगे ये बताओ.
Ma'am, field size.
First thing is size. I'll be using size here. Second, primary key. I have to use the primary key. That is toggle primary key. Okay, इसको करते भी जाते हैं. So I'm going to open this, and this is I'm going to create another database only. So new, and you'll understand how you'll be doing this, right? So first let us take database name inventory management system. यही नाम रखना है. So I'm going to type it over here. Inventory management system. Fine, and click on create. So your database will be created. Now I'm going to work on this table particularly, that is table products, right? That is product ID. So I'm going to just save this table first and name it as products and open it in the design view. Okay. Let me open my Glassbrick application. So you can see primary key over here. So I'm going to just toggle this primary key to remove that primary key from here. Only then I would be able to change the data type and field name. Now field name should be product ID. Right? And its data type start with a character P. So I will be taking the data type as short text. I'll come to this option here down, that is field size, and set it as how many? 4 characters, right? Okay, I have to set it as a primary key also. So what I'm going to do, right click, set primary key. दो चीजें तो हो गई. What about should start with character P? What am I going to use here? Can anyone tell me? This one. इसका क्या करोगे? कौन सा प्रॉपर्टी लगाओगे इसमें? Think and tell me. Anybody is free to answer. Should start with character P. बोलो जल्दी. Anyone can answer?
Ma'am, unique code.
No.
Input mask.
Yes, exactly. Who answered this question? Very good.
Arpit.
Arpit, very good. You are going to apply input mask over here. Now I'm going to just open that table for input mask. And look at that table, and then you people suggest what I should do over here. Specifically, I want those people to answer who are working on inventory management. So this is your input mask, right? Now, what is required in the question? Should start with character P, means it should start with P, but rest all the characters can be anything. Okay, it can be number also, it can be anything, right? So if I just check over here, user, now 0 is used for entering a digit. Normally, if I am trying to, so 0 and 9 I cannot use because it is restricted only to digit. Okay, so I cannot use these two. User must enter a letter, so I cannot use these two because it is only restricted to letter. I can see something over here. User must enter a digit or letter, or user can enter a digit or letter. So obviously, because it is a primary key field, so if I just leave P like this, it is quite possible that most tuples will have PPP, जो कि मुझे नहीं चाहिए because it is creating duplicate values. So after P, user must enter something. So that means I am going to go for A. That is, user must enter a digit or letter, but the first character will be P. And character followed by this is represented as a literal value, that is as a constant value. So I can take slash, I can take P. So it shows that slash के बाद जो कुछ भी आ रहा है, this is what? A literal. Okay. After this, I'm going to go for, now because the size of this field is what? Only 4. That is 4 characters. So how many? I can write it like this. That is P rahe, it will accept anything like P101. It can accept anything like PA01, PABC. Anything it can accept, but the first one has to be what? P. And because already primary key has been set, a primary key constraint has been set, so this field will not accept any duplicate value also. Got it? So you are restricting the user over here. So let us do this and see. So here we have input mask. So slash PAAA. हमने ये कर दिया. And I'm going to save this. Okay, अब इसको database view, data sheet view में देखेंगे. So what should we do? 103. You can see P103, enter. 102, enter. 111, enter. ABC, enter. So you can see that the data entry operator need not enter P. He can only enter the rest of the 3 digits or characters, and he cannot enter anything. मैंने small p गलती से enter किया, but it accepted what? Capital. Okay, and it will not accept anything more than 4 characters. You can see that right now I'm typing something, but it is not accepting. Okay, so this is also how you can restrict the user to enter only certain characters. Next is product name. Yes.
Ma'am, here we have used PAAA, means 3 times A. Ma'am, if you want 4 characters, then we add 1 more A.
Why? Because see, beta total size ही 4 characters है. That means including P. Including P, it should be 4 characters. So our first character is P. That is constant. And rest 3, I want them to be either a digit or a letter. But user must enter something. उसको खाली नहीं छोड़ना है, यूजर को कुछ ना कुछ एंटर करना ही है वहां पे. Got it? So 1 plus 3, that will give me 4. Had it been 5, then it would have been slash P. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Next, product name, 50 characters, entry required. There are 2 properties involved. Quickly tell me which are those 2 properties. जल्दी बताओ. 50 characters and entry required. Which two properties?
Ma'am,
short text.
we'll change that required option, required, and
Yes. So
yes,
क्या
we'll type
करेंगे?
in it.
Required will be yes, and this one will be through size.
Size is equal to 50.
50. Very good. Next one, size equals 70. Entry optional means user may or may not enter.
Entry no.
So required field will be set as no. Obviously, no is the default value for required. If you check the database design view, किसी भी field में required is always no for any. Now, because this is primary key, hence required is yes. But if I enter some other field, like for example, the second one is product name. Okay, so I write product name. And I just check its properties over here. Required is no. Default value for required is no. Okay, that is right in the beginning. Required is set to no. Next is date of manufacture. DOM means date of manufacture. Which data type?
Date and time.
Date and time. Format कौन सा है? Which format will we use? So this is DOM. I'm just typing here DOM, date of manufacture, and I'm taking date and time, and I'll have to check the properties here. So I have the first property, that is format. So I'll check the format. कौन सा वाला? If you check the answer here, it is // okay. So एक काम करते हैं. Firstly, because this is format given, so it matches with this format. Okay. Yes. Short date format I have taken, and now I'll be taking input mask. So for input mask, I'll be clicking on this button over here. Save the table, yes. And let's see what do we have here. So if we want, we can just change it also, like short date. This one, I'll go to edit list and I'll add the description date with slash. And the input mask I'm giving as, because I want all numbers, so it has to be 00/00/0000. And yes, I'll take the attendance. Just wait. Okay, placeholder is underscore sample data. Let me give sample data. I'm entering 25/12/2019. Yes, it's okay. Click on close. And
Ma'am, what was that in that dialog box? Mask type.
that only I'm doing.
Oh,
And when the
Mask input
question was
mask,
written
I'm
first month,
applying.
then date.
Is it first month and then date? Let me check.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Month,
Yes,
date,
ma'am.
year.
Okay, yes, month date, na?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
wait. Yes, just wait. So I'm just going to input mask. Let me check the format first of all. Now I don't have format as first month anywhere. So I'm selecting short date. Now I'll go to input mask. Save the table and I'll go to short date and I'll go to edit list. And here I will enter first with slash. Okay, input mask, what I'm going to enter is, first I will remove everything from here. Now 00/00/0000. Placeholder is underscore sample data. Now what sample data am I going to enter here? You can see if it is month 11th, that is November 25, 2019. Mask type, date and time. Click on close. So you get this over here, month first with slash. अच्छा, बीच में dash ही आ रहा है. So let me, okay, did I just edit this? Okay, wait a second. Slash is already taken for literals. Okay, so I'm just making it like this. And if I just check it over here, okay, I'm not getting that. It's not accepting slash because slash is already taken as one of the characters. We have already seen if I have to specify any little, I have to take a slash. So okay, I will work on this and we'll see. Input mask should be like this. Okay, placeholder is this. Fine. Next, click on finish. And let me check, but I don't think I'm going to get the correct answer for this one. Let me just go back to date of manufacture. Yes, I'm not getting that format over here. Even if I'm entering slash, why? Because slash is already taken as this character. Okay, so I'll figure out what we can do. There is one more option which I want to try out. So I'm just going to try that out. What about this? Yes, now I'm getting. Yes, backslash won't work, but I can get it this way. Is it clear to everyone? The first one also I can change it. Probably because the first one just got changed. That's why. So you can see it this way. Is this clear to everyone? What I did was I just made a small change because this thing, this backslash, this is a backslash, and backslash is already used as one of the characters for representing what? Literals. So I have used the backslash and I have used the forward slash. So this forward slash is my literal. That is the character which I want to be displayed. And this backslash is actually the coding. It is creating an escape sequence character for getting this forward slash. So when you enter, so I entered it this way, month, 2 digits for month, followed by the literal forward slash, then 2 digits for date, followed by the literal for forward slash, and followed by the 4 digits. Okay, so what happens is when I'm entering 11 for the month of November, after that it is taking, because this whole thing represents that I am going to enter this character. So it takes this character, then the date, then it again takes this character, and then the year. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
It is a little typical, thoda sa tricky hai beta, okay, but because we are applying the concept, so this is how, when you apply the concepts, you do some research and you learn, right? So आपको खुद को यही train करना है. Next is entry optional. Again, required will be no. So obvious, by default it will be no. So आपको इसको change नहीं करना है. UOM, unit of manufacture. Now what is unit of manufacture? Let's go back and check. Unit of measurement, not manufacture, unit of measurement. So for unit of measurement, what they have specified? Size 10. Already they have given. Entry required means required. Yes. Default pieces. अब इसके लिए which property is going to be used for this one? Default equals PCS. Default value will be PCS. That is, pieces is being considered as default value because most of the values in the table will be pieces. So which property are you going to change for this? There is a default property in your table. Okay. So if I write UOM, I'm going to this view UOM, and what will I take for this UOM? I'm going to take a short text only. Size is 10. So we'll come back over here and we'll set the size as 10. So first thing is 10. Second thing is entry required. So we'll come to require. You can directly type yes. Okay. And next is default value. So default value is PCS. Save it and click on yes. Go back to datasheet view and UOM. So you can see already these values were entered in the table. Okay. So I'm going to just remove these values. So now if you enter anything, you can see the default value is being taken as pieces. Okay. So if you just have to enter something like I enter 101, product name, anything like flower, sack. Okay. Date of manufacturer, I take it as 11/25/2019 and I'm taking this as pieces. If I want, I can change it to kg also. Okay, I can change the value of default field. Next is cost. INR, that is Indian rupee format with 2 decimal places. Which property will I change for this? Quickly tell
Currency.
me. Yes, firstly you will set the data type as currency. So automatically it will take up Indian rupees format. Why? Because you have already made the required changes by using the region settings on your computer. Okay. Then 2 decimal places. So you have a property named decimal places here. If I write here price and I take it as number. Okay. So you have something that is firstly field size. So field size you can, if it is like price, you can take it in points also. So you can take decimal, right? And precision, how many digits after the decimal? I can simply take the precision means total number of digits, right? And how many decimal places after that? You can see it from here. I just want 2 decimal places. So I will be using which property? Decimal places. Okay. So for this, it will be what? Indian rupees format. You have to simply take currency and take up how many? 2 decimal places. So property will be decimal places. Next is supplier ID. अब मुझे एक बात बताओ, we are getting supplier ID over here, right? कहीं ना कहीं आया है supplier ID, means it is the primary key within which table? Supplier table. तो इस table में ये क्या है?
Foreign key.
Very good.
Foreign key.
It is the foreign key within this table. Now when I say foreign key, it means one product can be supplied by more than one suppliers. Do you agree or not? If it is Lux soap, is it only necessary that only one supplier सिर्फ best price में मुझे मिलेगा और मुझे कहीं नहीं मिलेगा Lux soap? Is it possible? Answer is no. I will get Lux soap from n number of suppliers in Bhopal. So one product ID, one product name can have multiple supplier IDs. Means one single product, Ashirvad Atta, can be supplied by more than one suppliers. Okay, Lux soap can be supplied by more than one suppliers. Patanjali biscuits can be supplied by more than one suppliers. Understood? Manufacturer और supplier में difference होता है. Manufacturer Patanjali हो गया. Okay, but सप्लाई कोई भी कर सकता है जिसके पास भी डीलरशिप है. Got it? So as set in the supplier's table except primary key. So this is a foreign key. Coming to the next, stock. As set in the product table, it is a primary key. तो कैसे primary key set करना है? Everybody knows. Should not be less than 0. Now something new over here. इस पे क्या करेंगे? Tell me quickly. Should not be less than 0. मतलब what are you going to apply here?
To enter a non-zero value.
हाँ तो which property are you going to apply here?
Validation rule.
Very good. Validation rule, data validation you are going to apply. अच्छा, validation में भी ये बताओ whether it is going to be field validation or record validation.
Field validation.
Why?
Field
Give me
validation.
the reason. Give me the reason.
Because we have to restrict only one field.
Very good. Because you have to restrict the data entry only in one field, that is quantity. Okay, QTY. So should not be less than 0. Now comes the question: what expression are you going to write for this? Expression क्या लिखोगे? It is written should not be less than 0. That is, first I'll write QTY within square brackets. Should not be less than 0 means it should be greater than or equal to 0. तो ये है validation rule. Okay, okay, I'll take your attendance, students. So is this clear to everyone? This is validation rule. एक चीज और set कर सकते हो. You can just set a custom message. Sorry, quantity cannot be negative value. मुझे ऐसा message set करना है. Which property will I use? Think and tell me. Validation rule I have set. Okay, using data validation.
Validation message.
Very good. Validation message. There are two different fields for validation message. One is for field validation, one is for record validation. So because you have used field validation here, you will be setting it in field validation message. Very good. Those who are giving the answers, it really shows that they are doing their practicals also and they are studying at home. Very good, I appreciate. Next is inventory cost. Should be the product of value in cost field into quantity, that is stock. Acha, 1 second. Okay, students will do this. Just a second, okay? Let me see. First, I'll complete this product ID. So we have product name. We also have manufactured by. So I'm just going to type this. It will take time. Wait. One thing, students, I'll find out and tell you whether we can use include a calculated field by taking values from more than one tables or not. So that, give me some time. After the class, I will check that and I will notify in the group or not. Okay. So we will try to achieve this using a calculated field. Right now, it will take a lot of time. Why? Because I have to complete the product table. I have to complete the stock table. Okay. So that's why it's going to take some time for this, right? So this one I'm just skipping for the time being. Come to this one. Today only I'll give you the answer for that. Reorder level. That is the level reached for ordering new units. Should not be less than 5 units. That is the moment it reaches 5 sacks of 10 kg rice. It's time for us to order more. The moment it reaches 50 Lux soaps, this is time for me to order more. Okay. Should not be less than 5 units लिखा हुआ है. It means what? What am I going to apply here? Again, I am going to apply what value? Now see. Here, this okay, should not be less than 5 units. Okay, so again you will be using what? Validation rule. And here also you'll be using field validation only. Why? Because we have a different field for quantity and we have a different field for reorder level. Okay, so reorder level should not be less than 5 units. Come quickly, will come to supplier also. Primary key size should start with character S. ये आप कर सकते हो. Supplier name, this also you can do, this also you can do. Both are very easy. Coming to the next one, creating a relationship between the tables. So again, relationship is given to you all. This is a one-to-one relationship. This is one-to-many relationship. Okay, that is one supplier can supply more than one product. So this is one-to-one relationship. Okay. Stock means one-to-one. That is, one product is there and in stock also we would be having that same product ID for the product. So one-to-one relationship. Next is enter 10 records. So already some records are given over here. Okay. Using this screenshot, you will be entering the values, and if you want to change the values, you can do that also, but they should be relevant values. तीनों tables का data दिया हुआ है जो आपको enter करना है, and that's it. That's the end. I hope everybody understood this inventory management system today.
Yes,
Was it
ma'am.
clear to everyone? And I think we had a detailed discussion about the various table constraints also.